Good evening, viewers. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while. Carl from Demon Jedi Modeling here. Time for another little inbox review. Call it an inbox review or unboxing, first impressions, however you want to phrase it. All little phrases that get thrown around. Basically, going to open the box and see what's inside. So, first on tonight's itinerary, we have a new kit I picked up in Chester, in North Wales, about I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, from one of my local, well, in fact it's my only local model shop now, Chester Model Centre in the Rose in the historic city of Chester in the north of England. Very nice little model shop, a lot of good stuff in there. One of my favourite places to go when we go shopping. Picked up a very nice little kit. So this is the Eduard 1/48 scale limited edition Aldertag, and essentially it is a limited edition version of the Eduard BF 110. Comes in the C or D variants. I guess that is the difference here between the two of them. I have to be honest, I built a Revell BF 110 many months ago, a couple of years ago. In fact, it was one of the first 1/48 scale kits I ever built, and it was a surprisingly nice little kit. I don't know if this is the same plastic or if this is their own plastic. I'm not sure. So this is the variant of the BF 110 I'm familiar with. I don't know much about this one with the big double chin. Doesn't look terribly dissimilar to my own chin, if I may say so. But yeah, if I'm honest, that's not this for me is definitely the better looking aircraft. But I think just from an unusual perspective, I'd probably be tempted to go with this one, just because I can't say I've ever seen one of those built before, not that I noticed anyway. So anyway, let's take a look at what's on the box. So it's the supposedly, I think it's Battle of Britain related, so it's the Battle of Britain versions of the liveries for the BF 110. On the side of the box, apologies if you can't see this because the box is pretty big. It says it's the Messerschmitt BF 110 C or D 1/48 scale, focused on aircraft from the Battle of Britain. Has colour photo etched details and painting masks, decals for 12 marking options. Eduard Brassin Mark 101/30mm cannon. Luftwaffe personnel, so it's got figures, plastic sprue with it. It's 1/48 scale. It is made in, I think it's the Czech Republic. Yep, there we go, made in the Czech Republic. Okay, and it's limited edition number 11145. Send the box is the rehash of the artwork. Some idea of the liveries on this end of the box. None too dissimilar from each other. All variations on a theme, pretty much. Again, all looks pretty nice. We'll take a look at those in more detail when we get the box open. And that is essentially it. So we open the box. It's quite a big box. Obviously, it's a sizable airplane for 1/48 scale. So let's take a look at what we have in here. So we have. I'm not going to take these out of the bags at the moment because this is, like I said, this is a limited edition kit. I don't want to open it until I'm going to build it, and it could be a while before I get around to doing that. So we have a couple of canopies here. I guess that's for open or closed versions. It's going to be quite fiddly if you're going to mask that because there's lots of little panels. Anybody that's built a BF 110 before will be familiar with that. In fact, this was the last kit I ever built where I didn't mask the canopy, just because I realised that there was just too much hassle involved in doing it if you weren't masking the canopy. We've got a couple of versions of the cockpit. In fact, it could be front and back of the cockpit here actually. Okay. Some more clear parts as well. So I've got to look at the plastic itself. This looks like there's 2 bags. First bag, it's got 1, 2, 3 sprues in it. This is the main bulk of the aircraft, the airframe. So we have is this a dual combo? This seems to have 2 different fuselages here. Only 1 set of wings as well off it. Yep. That's quite nice though. So I suppose yeah, you need a different fuselage for that big bulbous nutsack hanging under the bottom of the D version. It needs to be cut away, doesn't it, so you can attach it in there. Okay, it all looks nice and cleanly molded. Plenty of detail. It's recessed paneling, so should look good with a nice little pin wash or a sludge wash on it. The wheels don't look great, if I'm honest. The wheels could be, I mean, there is detail on them, but they don't look fantastic. Again, the wings look nice. There's actually a fair bit of detail on the interior of the fuselage as well. So a bit of a mixed bag. Some good points, some bad points, but in general, I think it's looking okay. And then the second bag again is 5 sprues. We've got some engine cowlings, some end plates from the tail, figures, ordnance. We've got bombs, prop tanks, lots and lots of tiny little fiddly pieces. I don't know what these are, whether these are all part of the undercarriage, I'm not sure, but there's an awful lot of very, very small, thin potential breakages. Let's call them potential breakages. There's no way I'm getting all those off without breaking 1 or 2 of them. Absolutely not a chance. So it's good to see they've got lots of detail, but I mean there's an awful lot of very, very thin plastic there. I'm slightly nervous looking at that. Put that down. Okay, so we've got some brass in pieces, as you'd expect with the Eduard limited editions. Not quite sure what all they are, to be honest. There's a nice big cannon. Okay. As far as the little bit of extras, we have. Where are we? We have a very small little decal sheet. Not sure why that's required in that way. Some laser cut masks, which I have to be honest, I've never really been a fan of using these. I haven't had too many kits where I've had them, but I can't help but think it's more hassle trying to get those lined up properly on the actual areas that you want to mask than it would be to actually just mask them and then cut them directly on the model yourself. But still, if that's your bag, then they're a nice addition. And the main decal sheet It's nothing too extravagant. I mean, this is a World War II aircraft. They weren't particularly heavy in terms of markings, like some of the modern jets that you see where you got a decal sheet that's like 90% of your workload when you're doing the model. There's plenty here though. There's lots of different lettering, some different versions of the plane, and then the photo etch looks nice as well. Hopefully you can see that. We've got some cockpit detail, so we've got the instrument panels with that nice 3D effect that they tend to go for these days. We've got some switch panels, electrical panels, some seat belts. Yeah, plenty of detail there. I always get scared by photo etch, but it's a nice addition. And let's take a look at the booklet. So as is par for the course with Eduard. Very nice looking manual with it. More like a little novel than an actual set of instructions. Glossy paper, high production values. It's got some detail on the actual aircraft itself. I'm not going to read that out to you. I'll leave that to you. And if you purchase the kit, you can have a read. But some detail on the aircraft. This goes on for several pages. There's some nice pictures as well. And we've got a sprue map telling you everything that you should expect to have there as part of it. Okay, there's a nice color call out chart as well. So you've got colors for Acus, Mr. Color, mission models. No Tamiya, which is disappointing. I am pretty much exclusively a Tamiya painter, so I'm sure we can find a way around that. And I'm not going to go through all the actual details of building the plane here because it's going to be a lot of instructions, but suffice it to say, as you can see from the pictures here, it's all nice and clear, very well illustrated, very clear, easy to understand, easy to follow. Again, very good quality. Okay, then we get onto the variants. Let's take a quick look through those. So the first one we've got is BF 110C, flown by Horst Liesenberger, our CO of Stab, whatever that is, in France in the summer of 1940. It's your typical Luftwaffe, don't know whether you want to call it, I'm not quite sure how you would describe it really. It's sort of angular straight lines. Second one is the BF 110C1 from Grieslinen in Germany, September 1939. Very similar again. Next one is the BF 110D from Amiens Gleesy from summer 1940. This is the one with the big. Actually, no, it's not. Okay. Well, it's quite nice. I quite prefer the colouring on that one. There's a bit more of a contrast to the camouflage. Fourth one is the BF 110D from Freiburg in Germany in July 1940. This is the one with the, as I so eloquently put it earlier, the big nutsack under its chin. Makes me think of, I don't know if you've got any Marvel fans here, but it makes me think of Thanos' chin from the Avengers. Just my little put there. Next one is the BF 110, flown by Joachim Friedrich Huth, CO of Stab ZG in Lille, France, September 1940. Very similar looking scheme to the last couple. and the F scheme is BF110D0 from Ivranche, Saint-Omer, France in 1940 in August. And then they have a couple more. Again, a 110D and another 110C. Not going to go too much detail. As you can see from the artwork, they're all different, but in the same way, they're not particularly different, and they keep on going. So, I guess it really becomes a case of pick one that you like, whether it has some particular meaning for you, whether you have a relationship with it, or if it's just a particular one that takes your fancy. None of them are particularly different to the one before, if I'm honest. A little bit along the side of the fuselage, maybe here's some variation, but no. Okay, and then we've got some stenciling marking as well. So overall impression, very nice kit. Very nice kit. I mean, it's nothing you don't expect. It's one of the Eduard limited editions. It's, you know, it does what it says on the tin. Looks to be a nice model, nice quality plastic. Very nice peripherals to go with it. Yeah, definitely a very nice kit. So that is the Eduard limited edition 1/48 scale Aldertag. I have no idea what the, without reading the booklet itself, I have no idea what Aldertag refers to. No idea. But yeah, nice kit. Looking forward to building that one day. Might be a while before I get around to it, but yeah, nice kit. Very nice. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that's a little bit informative. I know it's only a very, very high level view of it, of the model. But if you've built one of these, I'd love to have some comments or some pictures, or a link to your own video if you made a build video. Got any questions about the kit, anything I can help answer, please feel free, give me a shout or drop a note in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I'll try and get some more content on here for you soon. So thanks for watching, and have a good evening.